Micah Frankel for CageMinds.com and the DC Life on ABQ.FM. We got Donald Sanchez, Jackson MMA Series of 16, and you are the headliner taking on Nick Rhoads from Arizona. How you feeling, Donald?
I feel great, man. This is the best I've ever felt mentally and physically. I had to break myself down and find myself again after a few years of not doing so well. Not just inside the gym, but outside. I'm there now.
RFA was a little bit ago. Kind of got fortunate taking the fight with Mark Dickman. Thoughts and regrets from that last contest?
Man, going back on that, so coming over that much in weight and being a Division I wrestler, national champion, he knows how to cut weight. That was very disrespectful and very stupid on my part. But sorry for my language, but he made me look like a straight up little bitch, and I had to find myself after that. I didn't have the love for it after that. I had to take some time off and recreate myself.
So from that fight now, I heard there were some thoughts possibly about you maybe dropping weight. Where do you feel you are being featherweight?
No, I'm not going to drop weight. I came to the conclusion I'm going to work hard on my strength and conditioning. I found the right guy with athlete ready, Jared Saavedra, and he's the man. He's really helped my body heal and get stronger, put on the right lean muscle and the right sport specifics, and I put on some weight so that I can cut the same amount as I would for 35s, but percentage-wise, it was better for me. I'm cutting them less percentage-wise of my body.
Now, you've been in the game for a very long time, so how long did it take you to get into the strength and conditioning area? Because we know for a long time there was a lot of guys, you train your technique, you spar, and you get your jogging.
After that last fight, he just manhandled me, and I was like, even though it was 2 separate weight classes, maybe even 3, that guy was big, I realized I needed to do a lot of core strength, which I always did, at FIT, we did a lot of stuff like that, a lot of strength, body exercise and everything, but I had to get sport specific. I had to do little twitch muscles and little tweaks here and there, and I found the right guy for them.
So all these years of being a fighter and having this martial arts training, how does it feel to kind of become a science experiment?
It's awesome, man. The way he breaks it down, you're not just killing yourself. You're not killing and getting no break. You're actually doing something specific and you're getting rest in between. So it's helping. That's all I can say. And you're going to see a totally different me.
Now, Donald, I know you for years, and I know that you're more happier fighting, traveling with your fighting. So, is there a difference between fighting up at Buffalo Thunder to fighting in Albuquerque? It's still that same thing. It's still that New Mexico feel.
I had said I always wanted to be done with New Mexico because I had fought here so many times and everything like that. But like I said, I had to find myself. I had to recreate myself. And what better to come back to Buffalo Thunder, the old stomping grounds. I fought there so many times, It's do or die right here. So this can rejuvenate me right here.
So this can rejuvenate you, do or die. We don't want to talk about the negatives, but is this a very now high-pressure situation you're putting yourself under?
Absolutely not. I'm in a win-win situation right here. I haven't done so good in my last few fights, and I had to heal up, and I'm healed, training super hard with some of the best people around the world, no matter what, all different parts of the world. And I get to go in there and give it my all, and that's all I can do.
And I know a fighter like you don't like the sitting around, you don't like the being inactive. How much was that a good thing? We've been talking about the mind, the body, and then really not just strength and conditioning, but letting all those nagging injuries heal.
Yeah, man, it was awesome. I was still around doing some things, not as hard, but focusing on little things that I needed to fix, and really healing my body. I started eating way better, started focusing on my family, and it helped clear up things, and it's good. That's all I can say, it's good.
Last time I came in here, I heard these rear drill instructor noises coming out, and I look over, and there you are with Donald Sanchez. You guys are just killing it on these bikes. What was that exercise like, and that intensity of a training partner?
You know, after grappling, we did like 7 or 8 5-minute rounds, hard, and he's like, all right, we got to get mentally ready. We got to do this. We got to push. We got to be ready. We got to win these fights. We did 8-minute rounds on the Aerodyne, hard. And man, I wanted to quit, but he's over there. You know, we're winning this fight. We're winning, and that just helps you mentally. Boom, boom, boom. He's such an intense guy, you know, and that's what gets him through his fight.
So, what is it like being around somebody that's that intense? How much has it rubbed off on you in this training? Because I can see you over there pulling as hard as you could too.
I'm a pretty intense guy too. You know, not as loud of a person like him. You know, I'm kind of an inside guy, but when I gotta push it, I'm pushing it. So mentally, I've always been there like that. But you know, I guess he kind of brings the attention with the yelling and everything, which I'm kind of on the other side of that. So it is what it is.
Fighting is still entertainment at its core, and it's a big reason why you're going back to Buffalo Thunder. You're a name that's sold up, that's brought the fans there. So how much is that, you know, it's still great to see that attention that you get and that kind of fanfare, that you're getting the accolade, you know, of a main event, they expect you to fill the house.
Man, you know, my people have supported me since day one. And, you know, they'll go to my fights no matter what. Even if there's a big show here and I'm not on it, most of those people aren't going to it, no matter what, because they're my support system, and they basically only support me, and that's a huge thing, and I got to thank all of them for that. And there's not much love, not much better love like that you can get.
Now, over this time off also, I saw you're on several boxing gyms quite a bit. So what was that like, working on the sweet science, filling out that part of your mixed martial arts striking arsenal?
Well, I always had a boxing background from where I was brought up and everything, and I kind of missed it. You know, I didn't focus just on that. So I was away from it, so I kind of got that itch for it again. So I was like, I'm gonna go back and do this, and maybe train with some coaches that I wasn't able to train with before, you know, not able, but, you know, I kind of just didn't because I held back. But it was good. I got to learn different stuff. Here they push us to go out and learn from different styles, you know, and try to pick up anything we can, you know, even if it's a little thing, we don't need to add that, you know, just try it, you know.
And then coming up now on the 17th, let's get some Nick Rhoads specifics. What are your thoughts on the opponent and what he brings to the cage?
There's a little bit of story behind this. You know, Legacy was supposed to come here, and they wanted me on that card. Me and Nick were supposed to fight before that. No contract signed. I guess he had signed his, so there's a little bit of Twitter beef. He was calling me out, saying I'm ducking him and this and that. But needless to say, we got this fight, and sometimes you got to pay for what you see.
So you've been in the sport way longer than I've been covering it. 50 fights, and a guy that has, 6 under his belt saying you're ducking him. I know you got a response for that.
That was my only response to him. You know, I told him, take a look at my record, and you'll know. I've never turned down a fight in my life.
I can see it. There's a smile on your face. It's kind of almost funny to think that you're ducking somebody with the record. You just look at how many times you fought when you're able to fight.
Yeah, man. I'll fight anyone, anytime, you know. Whether it's good or bad, I guess I'm stupid like that, you could say. But he's beat some very tough guys. 3 very tough guys that I've trained with, and guys that I respect. So I got more motivation for that to go get the win.
Nick hopefully isn't the guy that, again, is going to be hunting your legs the whole time. So how much does that also make this, you know, we know him as a striker, how much does this bring a smile again to your face?
That's awesome. You know, I always look for a fight that they'll keep it standing, but I could probably think of maybe a handful of my 50 fights that they've actually stood up with me. And I find it hard to see that he's going to stand up with me. But if he does, the fans are in for a good one.
So for a guy with 6 fights, though, and just on the regional scene, you have a pretty good handle on his style then and what he's bringing to the cage more than the normal guy. As you said, he's fought for you guys that you trained with.
Yeah, man, I train every day with different styles. I've fought every style there is in this game. I mean, there's always something new coming, but I feel like I'm always prepared, no matter what it is. So I've seen almost everything, and there's always evolving stuff, new stuff coming out. But being training here with all the new guys coming, I get to see it.
Well, October 17th, I can't wait to see it up at Buffalo Thunder, Jackson's MMA series. Last but not least, who do you need to shout out to? Who do you think?
Like I did before, all my supporting fans that have always come out. I got to thank Corey at Unleashed Sports Nutrition. I got to thank Nutrisuma and all the guys here at Jackson's Wink MMA. Everyone. And then I want to thank you, man. Thanks for everything.
Thank you for the time. Micah Frankel for the DC Life and CageMinds.com.